Alright everybody, good evening and welcome. This is TSSZ Plus and you are watching another episode of TSSZ Plays Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. I'm Lou, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Pretty big audience here on the stream of this evening. Did something happen today? Did some news break that I'm not aware of? Is something going on that I need to know about? Something's up, I think, guys. I'm not sure though. Of course something is going on. If you haven't heard, if you've been living under a Sonic rock for the past couple of hours, you might not have seen this. Please don't kill me, Sega. The leaked designs for the upcoming live-action Sonic the Hedgehog movie have been revealed. They are on your screen right now. This is from a leak from the marketing company, I guess, behind the game, the Hollywood marketing company. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. It's in the headlines we'll get to about halfway through the stream. So there it is, folks. We have a very clear picture now of what Sonic is going to look like in the movie. And we're going to try to bring in our old friend Noah Copeland here to give us some commentary as we go ahead and play Sonic Boom again. I mean, at this point, we're not even talking about that now, are we? Noah, are you here with us here this evening? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, we're getting off to a good start. Again, we have confirmation from multiple sources now that the imagery on screen here is from the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, the live-action Sonic the Hedgehog movie that will be released in November, I believe, of this year. We're going to try to get Noah Copeland on the stream here in just a few minutes to talk about his thoughts on this beautiful, beautiful imagery. And everything will be just fine, I promise! Is everything just fine? Is Noah with us here? Nope. This is going to be fun, guys. Don't try to add him in last minute. Nope. Alright, well, we're going to get those sorted out in time, but for now, I think we need to get into the gameplay. And here we are once again, folks. Good evening to you. It's time for a little bit of Sonic Boom! Remember when Sonic Boom was the big, crazy redesign that everybody hated? And we couldn't believe was happening? Oh, how naive we were. We're going to try to get our audio issues sorted out with Noah over here as we go ahead and get back into the game. We're only 14% done with this? How much did we play yesterday? Or last week? I don't know what anything is at this point. There is no life, there is no time, there is no... what do you want from me? Still got no Noah, but we're going to go ahead and press on into the story mode where we were previously. Let's see if we can get him in here. We'll be right back here, folks. We're going to let you stare at this for a little bit as we sort this on out. Give us a second. There he is, folks. We've achieved greatness here tonight. Noah Copeland is with us. Say hi to the people, Noah.
What is up, my brethren?
Oh, we got ourselves into it this time, didn't we, folks? Oh, man. So, Noah, I heard there was some news today. Believe it or not.
You read the news today? Oh, boy.
I'm told there's a little bit of Sonic news going on in the Sonic sphere. What are you thinking with everything we know now?
So I'm literally writing a reasonable assessment right now. I can't.
I think we're gonna have a field day with this, aren't we? So if you're just joining us here on the stream, we have Noah Copeland here, audio only, as we discuss the amazing leaks coming out of Hollywood marketing firm behind the new live-action Sonic the Hedgehog movie releasing in November. And I cut Noah off there for a little bit. Please continue.
I'm just saying, like, I don't think I've ever been so timely with a reasonable assessment before, but it's just like, okay, I know, I look at it, and I know exactly what I want to say.
We will eagerly await the fruits of your labor on that one. I can offer, I guess, some of my opinions as we continue with the stream here tonight. It's gonna be interesting. I'll tell you what. I think it's pretty obvious that the movie's going for a different sort of art style and approach than we've ever seen this franchise take on before. And for better or worse, it's gonna feel, let's say, distinct compared to all the rest. How's that sound?
I think that's the best news, is that, because we all know the movie's probably going to be terrible, so this will just separate the movie on its own thing, so we can just laugh at that, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles will still be okay.
Is that how that works? It won't.
That's
It won't.
how I work. But no, in my mind, because everyone, Sonic's always easy to hate on and everything. But when you've got that classic design, that design is kind of safe, right?
Right.
You can point, if the movie's terrible and embarrasses us and makes dumb blue spear jokes. You can point at that and be like, oh, that's the one, that's the movie Sonic. That's the one where his like the Michael Bay Ninja Turtles movie didn't hurt like the cartoons. You know what I mean?
It's not gonna violate the integrity of the good stuff, is what you're telling me. And I think that's
yes, basically.
It
separates it enough to where it does hurt the brand as a total, but at least there is distinction for any idiot to just be able to look at and say, oh, that's that version of Sonic as opposed to the good version.
Yeah, and I think it was sort of the same way when Boom came out, right? Not everybody was on board with Boom, and the games kind of fell super flat when they came out. But it didn't, I mean, it may have damaged the integrity of the brand short term, but it didn't, turn Sonic 2 into a pile of garbage, right?
Exactly, yes.
So yeah, I think that's a pretty safe assumption to make. It's just one arm of many that apparently the Sonic brand has now.
Yeah, did you read the bit where it said our tier is going for classic Sonic, modern Sonic, movie Sonic,
and animation Sonic. There was film Sonic and animation Sonic, which I thought was interesting.
Adventure.
Yeah, may well be its own thing. Which isn't that just classic Sonic? I'm not sure what the difference is.
I also like that there's no mention of Boom Sonic.
Yeah, Boom Sonic is over.
Yeah.
No more roided up Knuckles. No more neckerchief. None of that. He only lives on here. We are the last bastion of roided up Knuckles. So get him while he's fresh, folks. Get him while he's hot.
Yeah, no one else is playing this game.
Now, I mean, yeah, I can't check Twitch at the moment, but I'm assuming literally no one else on Earth is playing Boom. So,
yeah,
you're Nintendo with an interesting point. What if animation Sonic is Boom Sonic? What are you gonna do? Where is your god now, Noah?
Okay, here's what I'll say. I just really want to say one thing. I don't know how well you guys can hear me, but my main thing is, so Sonic's design. This is gonna be the title of my article. Probably is Sonic's design ain't broke, so don't fix it. It's the thing that's very interesting to me about Sonic is that he's lasted so long and had such instant appeal. I think so much of it was because his design is really good. There is a classiness and iconicness that's on par with Mickey Mouse. People just know who Sonic is. They know who he looks like because the design is that good. If you remember how Sonic even kind of came to be, is the artist at Sonic Team drew a couple designs, took them out to Central Park, New York City, showed them to random strangers, and asked which one they liked better, and they all picked Sonic because it's a good design, it's an appealing design. It's to me, the two things about Sonic that are always good are his design and his music, right? So just imagine if all of a sudden they just gave Sonic a really, really bad, I don't know what example.
If they turned his soundtrack into something like warbling, mournful country, and only warbling, mournful country, what would you do?
What was the point of that? Yeah, exactly, and that's kind of what they're it's like the soundtrack were the one thing we could count on. Why would you change it? So I don't. They always feel a need to reinvent Sonic for a new audience. So give him a new appearance. It's like the appearance is the only thing, or one of the only things that's kept the poor guy alive because it's flawless. You know. So
it is. That is objectively amazing about it. You're right. And that's interesting that you bring it up because I think, and I mean, this is sort of putting words in fans' mouths, but if you talk to like genuine fans of the franchise, right? They don't necessarily want and weren't necessarily asking for a live-action man-in-a-costume Sonic, like Dynamoth just said there. If you honestly gave it something like Unleashed-style Sonic in the vein of that opening cinematic from Sonic Unleashed, I think people would lose their minds. I think they would love it. But that's not what we're getting here.
Here's the thing. Like, even if you used Sonic's original design, the fact that you're putting him in the live-action movie next to real humans is already a point of contention. Why make it worse by changing that collision detection? Why make it worse by changing his design? Like, here's one thing that I don't get to is the design is changed is kind of to favor realism, right?
Right.
Like they had to get rid of his mono eye because that wasn't realistic.
Because it's all live action, yeah.
But still, look at it. That's still cartoony looking. It's still not a real hedgehog. It's like, it's just so like pointless to try to move towards realism with something that can never ever look real.
Right.
Like Sonic will never look right. Realistic, so it seems so like you're trying so hard to make something that'll never be XYZ
right
be XYZ. Like why? Like how does now he doesn't have a mono eye. Oh baby, now it's grounded. Now I can believe there's a walking talking hedgehog. Before I couldn't until you got rid of that stupid mono
now
eye.
I believe.
Now science makes sense. Science is real in this house.
Science is real. I keep seeing a lot of comments that the website is broken. It may well be because at really heavily trafficked times, it does give up. But don't tell me about it. I can't do anything about it. Go on Twitter, tell us. Make sure T is aware, and he's the one that'll get that back up and running for you.
Crush 14 confirms we're the only one playing Rise of Hilarious.
Who else would do this of their own free will?
Look how Knuckles' dreadlocks looks like Davy Jones' locker squid tentacles from like
yeah, I was gonna say they look like gross octopus. It's like Octodad on his head. What? You don't like Octodad? Dadliest catch?
No, it's hilarious. I'm oohing at Knuckles.
Okay, I didn't see the cutscene that told me what to do next, so I don't know where to go.
Oh.
This is the quality gameplay you expect from TSSZ Plus. So there's
chat. This is where you come in.
I'm guessing it's this because this is the one pillar that's not closed. So let's just do that. Oh, but we got enemies first. Let's go. All right. So if you're just joining us, welcome to TSSZ Plus. We are slogging through Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric as we have for the past. Well, this is episode 2, I guess, so not very long. That's it. And we're talking about this guy, which we're going to put back up on screen here for you briefly. Again, Sega, don't kill me. The revealed, leaked design for the live-action Sonic the Hedgehog movie and what's happened to our dear boy. But we have another cutscene, so back to this.
Portal activated.
What have we done here today, folks?
Upon completion, I will send you through.
Not so fast, Sonic.
It's Shadow for some reason.
What are you doing here?
Not a great time.
Boy, talk about Shoehorn the Hedgehog.
Shoehorn the Hedgehog.
You don't make
Shadow, what are you doing here? We're asking the same question.
and you know
That is, yep, and everyone knows me and Shadow. This is just the best time for us.
going through that portal.
You know what they say? The more the merrier.
No, I knew you would do that. I was just gonna say it. I knew you were gonna do that, and now I hate you.
No help necessary.
Portal not
Yeah.
activated.
That boss is a nightmare. That whole game is a nightmare, but
We gotta hold him off.
especially that boss. I don't know. Just beating up. At least the combat is functional. Like you compare this to something like the rival fights in Heroes, and this is at least a step in the right direction.
Man.
How bad is that?
This is like the Legend of Spyro for Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, really.
It's like, hey, let's make it different, but with combat. Oh yeah.
Oh, wow, that's some writing there.
I'm still not calibrated.
And all of a sudden, we're in the Ice Age. I mean, where else would you be, right? That was a good Chaos Spear there, friend.
I expected more from you.
You're getting your ass whooped, buddy, and you expect more from me. That's funny.
You got this, Sonic.
You can do it, Sonic!
Is that all you
We all need a line.
So,
chaos?
guys, yeah. Boy, there's so many game points in this game where it's just like, man, we need a line of dialogue here. I don't know what it contributes.
That's
but-
every moment in the game. It's just endless dialogue. Like,
Alright,
you complain
chat,
about...
I need you.
You complain about Sonic and his friends being too talkative in the normal games. Boom is impossibly talkative.
Portal not calibrated
Yeah.
yet.
With no obvious
You don't got
advantage.
something to say. Don't say it at all, you know.
Chaos spear.
Real quick, chat, I need you, writing my article. What are some opinions, hot takes, or points that you think I should include in my written
This
statement?
is your chance here. Make it into reasonable assessment here, folks. We need opinions.
Chaos blast.
Oh, I've got plenty, but I'm curious what you guys think.
How's that feel? Ooh, I should just end you.
Did he just...
Man,
Oh, I died. I didn't even get a chance to pick up my rings there. Sonic was
Sonic was never good. I'll put that in there.
We all want Big the Cat. What was that? That one video where the guy was like, Sonic's never good. We're just all about Big the Cat around here.
Yeah. Drake's Cove, did you see the Crash Bandicoot video I did? Called Sonic was never good.
It's
Is that
basically
what you're referencing? If you guys hear growling, that's my dog.
I'm not sure we're going to hear much over all this crazy Sonic action.
Oh, I like this this hot take. Of all the shoe brands, they pick Nike. As a runner, they have some of the worst running shoes.
Also,
I can't comment on that,
speaking
but
as a
I think
runner,
that's
they
very
also
funny.
do have terrible running shoes.
Do they? Okay.
No support
But
for
why
my
can't you-
flat feet at all.
Fine.
I want Knuckles to wear Air Jordans.
Closing.
Yes. Oh, that was a beautiful transition. Well, folks, we are in the thick of it now. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we have a new follower on Twitch, Mattman696969. Good for you, and good for us because that's another follower. I like it.
I think, like, another thing I don't understand is why not have the white line going across for the Nike shoes?
I guess my
Like-
accuracy needs some work.
Right.
Like we can't have a monobrow or mono eye. That's just too weird. But get rid of that white line. That's also weird. We can't have any white lines running across.
Pushing me
Yeah. Oh, so Tails is in some trouble here, huh?
Dynamoth says, I don't think they'd go as far as having Nike in the final film. You'd be surprised how much money a film can get by telling a company that they'll include their product in the movie, called product placement. So if not Nike, some other shoe brand will gladly say, hey, we'll give you this much if you make Sonic wear...
100%. Anywhere that a film studio can work in branding to offset the budget of a film, they will.
Yeah.
Not sure how
So,
long it can last in
if not Nike, expect, I don't know, somebody else.
New Balance or some company that really wants to play up their running shoes or something.
Hold on. I'm gonna find a way out.
Yep. I will. Once I finish this reasonable assessment, I will post it, provided our site comes back from all the traffic. Thank you, everybody, for crashing our site. It actually makes me feel good. It's like when you play a concert and it's so sold out, no one can fit in the building. That's what it feels like. It's a good feeling.
It's true. We're popular again. Feels good.
We're one of the cool kids.
We're finally cool. We're very cool. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Shut up, Tails. Can he not see me beating up folks?
We here at TSSZ only benefit from disasters in the fandom.
Basically, that seems to be our most popular
That was
Yeah.
intense.
Moment of
I don't
glory.
think-
Never want to do
Our
that.
site never crashes when there's good news.
Path over here?
No.
Door is locked. You see a way to open
Unless-
Probably best to involve
Was I gonna
Puma.
leave you in
That's a
there?
good point. Puma's already cool
I
with.
think I used my
Yeah, they've had branding cooperations in the past. I don't know. It's technically a different team doing the marketing for this, so
Very true.
I'm
Yeah.
sure Sega has input on it, but
Yeah, it's another thing we should reiterate is just how different and separate the games being made are from this movie. This movie is its own thing, you know.
Go, buddy, bot, go.
it is very much its own thing. Donnie, South by Southwest is in 12 days. Oh, don't remind me. Don't remind Noah. Don't remind any of us.
I want to know, chat. Yeah, I'll be there. Chat, I don't think that, because of what I just said, I don't think there'll be any movie news at South by. That's just my opinion. I think they want to just keep it separate. We're just going to hear a lot about Team Sonic Racing. That's why Jude's there, because he's done the soundtrack. Maybe a mention, but I don't think it'll be about the movie. I think it'll mostly be focused on the games. And part of me thinks Aaron Weber is smart enough to keep it
This out of it, yeah.
I honestly think he knows the fan base enough to where he wouldn't do it. This is just my
Not
opinion.
not
I
like
don't know if
this.
you believe me. But I have this weird feeling that Aaron Weber would be like,
Yes.
I'm going to keep that out of my panel unless contractually obligated somehow.
100%.
Okay, buddy.
He knows he has a very tight grip on what the fans expect and what the fans want and how to make something popular that's not gonna,
Yeah.
blow up
Can we-
publicly. So
Just keep in mind, right before Sonic Boom was announced, he left, and then after it died down, he came back. So that saved him the trouble of having to promote that and be positive about this.
now, in fairness, we don't know why he left, as far as I know.
Sonic.
He wanted to pursue charity, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, he did?
Mind?
Yeah, he did like charity stuff for a while. At least that's
Not qualified.
Okay.
his main
So
reason, he said.
You didn't get it. Let's get going.
good timing, at least.
Yeah.
Can't
Really was.
argue
It's
with
kind of
that.
like, I think it's similar to how Yuji Naka left the moment 06 went gold.
Yeah.
He left before the game came out.
Life
Or actually, I think he left during.
No, I think he
development.
left during
Left
its development because he
development.
just kind of got so
processing.
disillusioned with the whole thing.
Processing.
Trix Cope says Sonic and Tom should do a double boost.
Future you.
Yes.
said that
Yes, they should.
Double boost? How would you hate it?
Can you imagine James Marsden and a CG Sonic doing a double boost into Jim Carrey? That would just... the world might end.
I am the Eggman.
Lyric is
I am the
given
Eggman.
army
I can't...
Maybe-
all organic life forms
Who...
Maybe a new song will be revealed. I believe
to
that.
stop them.
Who thought... I really want to know the thought process behind this film. Clearly, I think it came from people who... I don't know if they don't understand what the fans expect or
They
don't
understand
care.
money, and they know Sonic makes money.
It's probably not a movie for the fans. We'll put it that way. It's a movie for people who maybe
Hey.
grew up with Sonic 20 years ago. They don't really remember or don't keep
It's
track of
for
what it looks like
people-
now.
It's for people who said, "Oh yeah, I played that on the Genesis in my grandma's house." That's who it's for.
Basically, that or, the 10-year-olds who played Sonic Forces, and they're like, cool, Sonic movie! And they'll probably eat it up. It's probably not for you or I as much.
How do you feel about the idea of calling it Sonic 19 to differentiate from the franchise?
Since we are at
Sonic,
2006.
oh, the movie Sonic 19.
towards the security.
We'll call it Sonic Movie probably.
Yeah, we'll just probably
Movie
stick
Sonic, film
with
Sonic.
the Sonic movie. How'd I miss that?
Dude, do you remember the time traveling turtle in this part?
The what?
The time traveling turtle.
Is
There's
that
like
where this is?
Do you remember the thing I'm talking about?
Yeah, I remember talking to the dude and being
Yeah,
like,
it's
find him. He's
If
around
you,
here
it's
somewhere.
the, it's the only time I think so. I've only played this game once and never touched it
You're
again.
alerted to our
If I remember right, it was kind of cool, but
Fight they want.
I feel like they wanted to do this a lot, but ended up not being able to.
Yeah.
Where when you go into the past and you can do things that affects that turtle's life when you return to the future.
Right.
Kind of cool.
It's a neat idea. And it probably got a little sidelined with how impossible
Yeah.
this game was to make.
They're like, okay, put that, hey guys, put that whole time travel thing on hold while we figure out how to make this game run on Wii U.
Yeah. We're gonna have to just stop everything because the engine we have to use now doesn't work on this console at all. Please help.
Yeah, man, I almost feel like
Crytek, please help.
I almost feel like I know you're not really in the position to, but I almost feel like Big Red Button should have made the argument of no. Please.
No, not on Wii U?
There is something to this.
Yeah, like,
I think it's a puzzle.
please, you guys don't understand. This game is not run well on Wii U. It's never been done before. This is not a good idea. Please.
Well, that's
It's not gonna
that's
be
the problem with the exclusivity contract then, because that was set in stone well before
Right,
Boom
but-
ever saw the light of day.
Let's try.
Yeah, but I wonder what the. I almost wish like you could like put like out, you know, Sonic Runners on Wii U on the eShop and call it good, just to write it off the contract. You know, like I wonder what the stipulation was for it.
Yeah, that's a good question. They never really specified. It was just 3 Sonic titles, right?
Be a little more
Now, is it Sonic titles that could only exclusively come out on the Wii U at first? Because I think the 3 were Lost World, the one of the Olympic Games, and there's a lot of enemies happening right now, and this. So maybe there could have been some smaller one that, you know, released exclusively on the eShop to satisfy that. But we don't know the specifics of the deal, so I can't really speak to it, right?
Yeah.
That would have made sense, and then maybe salvage the integrity of this. It's interesting, though, it didn't seem like there were plans to bring it to the Wii U ever, then, right? Because multi-platform implying, what, just 360 and PS3 at the time? Or
Yeah.
PS4 or Xbox One, I guess. That would make a little more sense. I forget when this was actively happening.
Yeah, like I almost feel like honestly, I don't know how the results didn't speak for themselves. I don't know how they could be like, hey, look at it running on our PC. Looking at now, look at how downgraded it looks. Look at the reveal footage. Now look at it on Wii U. It's clear what we have to do at this point, guys.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the show didn't come out for another year in Europe.
We got
Oh, yeah?
this.
You know what I mean? Like, why not just give it the other year? And like, if the show is popular enough, that to me, it's more reason to buy the game if you already like the show. And the show was great. If the show could have stood on its own, I think it would have. If they would have given this game, I think another year or so, it would have been better for everyone. Not just because the game would have obviously been better, but that means that the one good part of Boom, the TV show, could have stood on its own.
Right.
Because everyone was focused on the video game, like, oh, this video game, because that's what we care about the most. They're like, this video game's terrible. Rise of the Lyric is trash. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, there's a show too? Oh, I guess the show's kind of good. The show's kind of good, yeah. But this video game, if they had started with the show, be like, hey, you know, that show's pretty good. It's not bad. Can't wait till the game comes out.
Right. And in its defense, and as I'm really kind of tearing through this, it really hasn't been the travesty that I've been set up to believe it is. It's not good,
Yeah.
certainly, but I mean, it's you know, charitably average. But,
Yeah,
you know,
like-
with another year of work, I could see that this really could have blossomed into something.
Yeah, and just looking
More
at it now,
respectable.
kind of in hindsight, I am sitting there looking at it going like, you know, there was kind of like had its own vibe going on that was kind of charming here. I just seeing all these environments, I'm like, man, these unfinished environments look really nice as concepts. Because like because you know, there were so many artists on this team. The CEO is an artist, former Naughty Dog artist. I remember there was a quote one time that Dr. Cupcake's Liam Robertson got saying that, you know, this, hey, trust me, as many artists are involved that were on a Big Red Button at the time, if there was a way to have made this game look better, we would have done it.
Right.
We care so much about visuals. Because you look at, actually, if you've seen the test footage and the stuff when it was running on PC,
It looks
actually
fantastic.
amazing. Yeah, it actually looked really good.
It looked great.
It's really kind of sad.
And it's a pity, because, yeah, the even as it stands in the game here, maybe the environments look a little generic, but they're certainly not bad looking, as far as I've seen. It's just, but you can see that with a little more time to kind of polish it up and give it some love, it really could have blossomed a little bit.
And don't get me wrong, at its absolute best, this would have been all right Sonic skin of Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, basically.
You know, like, but at least that could have been that instead of, you know,
This.
very rough around the edges.
Yeah, and instead of an average to subpar, you know, spin-off Ratchet and Clank.
Right.
Because I mean, at this point, unless it just really devolves in its last few levels, as some Sonic games do, it's shaping up to be subpar to average right now. That's how I'm seeing it.
Like, imagine this on the PS2. Like, this is
Yeah.
Pac-Man World 3.
This is about what I would expect from something on like late era PS2. Much less something that was supposed to go toe to toe with, you know. Technically, it's straddling the console generations. Not quite Xbox 360, not quite Xbox One.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. Like, I kind of look back on this game and I feel sad. I actually start to feel pity. I don't feel the anger anymore.
Yeah.
I just feel like,
Time will do that to you.
I'm like, why? Because at the time I was mad at Sega and Big Red Button.
For
Now
letting
I
this
kind of
happen.
feel, yeah, I kind of feel pity for Big Red Button. I don't think they're innocent. I still think they made some dumb decisions that would have been dumb even if they had all the time in the world.
Right.
Like, I still think Blue Arms is dumb, you know. And Roy Knuckles is insulting, making him dumb is insulting. I don't know how much of that was Big Red Button, how much of that was the cartoon, or how much of that was, you know, my boy Frosty at Sega. So it's hard to tell, but like, the point with change is like, no, they're not Chaos Emeralds, Chaos Crystal. But
Yeah.
just so you can be closer to Crash Bandicoot, there's literally like, I think Big Red Button was a little full of themselves in this. They thought they were going to change the world. Because, you know, there's a line in here where it says, Sonic, you've got to hit that big red button. There's concept art of Tails pushing a big red button. There is a character named Percy who is a bandicoot. As if that's not an obvious reference to the fact that, hey, I'm the guy that made Crash Bandicoot. See that? Isn't that funny? It's just like...
Now we've come to
they're
bless
almost
Sonic.
more concerned with... They're more concerned with showcasing their history as opposed to embracing Sonic's history. You know?
Because it was supposed to be this big collective team of talented artists and designers from all across the industry that kind of came together to make something brand new in the Sonic franchise.
Yeah, but I don't feel like it came from a place of love for Sonic. It came as a place of, oh, this is a really good opportunity to use a well-known brand to our advantage. And that kind of feels salty.
I want one.
That's valid, I think.
Yeah,
Someone
it's like-
says, I can't pronounce their name. I feel pity for 06. Boom was a subpar concept. Well, I don't really want to go there, but I actually feel the exact opposite. I feel pity for Boom. 06 was just broken from the very, very beginning.
Yeah, you gotta give Boom this. There's no Princess Elise. You know what I mean?
There's no actual humans. There's no...
And not just actual humans, there's nothing like that. There's no obvious point to, like, you know, you can be some generic YouTuber and be like, watch Mojo top 10 times Sonic sucks, and just show the frame of Elise and Sonic kissing and be like, there it is. And that speaks for itself. There's no frame from Sonic Boom that you can just be like, look, there it is. Maybe Knuckles did sign, but even it, you know.
Right, that's not even the end all. But yeah, I mean, just it at least exists in its own kind of wow. What was I thinking? It at least exists in its own stylized world. Like at least everything's cohesive from a design point of view. In 06, nothing is cohesive, which doesn't help. Says this observer. Doesn't really fit the Sonic mold super well with it sort of exploring and feeling like like a Crash Bandicoot knockoff, but okay.
The blue arms make Sonic look like he's wearing a sweater.
He's chilly. He got thrown back to the Ice Age and had to fight
Chili
Shadow.
dog.
I think we have to go against the flow.
Shadow the Hedgehog. What is it with these kinds of games and conveyor belts?
He feels chili dog. Yeah, I know, right? I think we have to go against the flow, 10-year-old who's playing this game.
Yeah, really.
Do you see any way we
Do you
can
see the
get
conveyor belts? We probably have to do the opposite of what they say to get through.
Life lessons from Tales.
Watch the TV show.
Press that big red button to tune into Cartoon Network.
I'm honestly surprised that it didn't work in some reference to the fact that this is basically just built to promote the TV show.
Source around here somewhere.
Like, the TV show would have done that about itself, you know?
Yeah,
But
it would have been like, go play the game. Or don't.
Because the TV show... is clever.
Actually, it would probably encourage you to not play the game, knowing it.
Yeah, I think Alan Ditton should have written the game.
He really should have.
So, Flynn for Sonic, Ditton for,
Did we do it?
Sonic Boom 2.
Awesome.
I like this outcome. Nobody got sliced in two.
Was someone supposed to get sliced in two? Tails, you are morose. That's just not cool. Man.
Sweet boost pad.
I also like, there was a huge moment that was a huge turnoff for me. Like, the characters are still flanderized, which really bothers me about this. There was a huge moment for me early on in the game where Tails goes, "This wall looks poorly constructed," and I'm just like, okay, yeah, just make him Thelma. Alright, cool. That's what we need from Tails. He's the smart one. He says nerdy things. This
Yeah.
wall is poorly constructed. I'm just like, you saw it from a distance, and you exaggerated it. You made him a stereotype of himself.
Yeah. That's interesting. I really can't. If you think 06 was a bad concept, check out Legacy of Solaris. I do, and that probably wouldn't change my mind much, unless, I mean, it could actually fix the gameplay up and make it not a terrible waste of time. But...
I was checking it out. Right.
Oh!
Is this not the, isn't that the PC port that saves?
I don't know. I know that's basically rebuilding the game in Unity.
What is like it?
I haven't heard of Legacy of Solaris, actually. So I don't know what that is.
This one looks a little tougher.
Chat, do me a favor here. Look up Legacy of Solaris. I don't know what they're talking about.
Chat says something I love. Says, if Tails said something about a plane being poorly constructed, it would be a bit better. I love that, because of the fact that he's, you know, a pilot and whatnot. He's in planes. He would have an opinion about a plane. He doesn't care about level design walls. What does that have to do?
Yeah. Design. It's all tough. Design is tough. Games are tough. You gotta try real hard. Clearly not.
Yeah, it's one thing I should mention there, as hard as we're being to this game. Making video games is one of the hardest things ever.
It's probably the hardest
It is very
medium
hard.
to produce of anything.
Only way.
Just because
Yeah,
of the work and the level of ability needed from a technical
Right
perspective.
direction, buddy.
Yeah, so imagine this. You've got to make creative decisions, which are hard on themselves.
Got it.
You have to coordinate a team, and you have to make sure the hardest part is that it all functions on magic software that shouldn't exist but does. That's my way of thinking of it. And then you add to the fact that you are a studio that you do have some industry experience. You were unproven at the time, and your last game was not accepted for publishing. You need to pay people. You're doing work for hire for a publisher company who also has opinions, and then tells you, oh, there's also a cartoon that you need to be out in time for. Oh, there's also this exclusivity contract that you have to make the magic software work on a system that it was never designed for. Making video games is hard.
And also, in fairness to the critics, that doesn't absolve any project from criticism just because making something is hard.
Right. Yeah. From a critical perspective, yeah, trash this game because it deserves it. But as a personal perspective, know that that I don't think any of the human beings working on this game wanted it to look the way it does.
No one wants to make something bad. No matter what you produce, if you work in TV, if you work in movies, if you work on games, if you write books, you don't want to make something bad. You don't want to put something out in the world and kind of, you know,
Right.
know in your heart
And I
that
feel
it's
like I
shit.
shouldn't have-
The
I
end
shouldn't
goal
have
is
to
never
say
to
that,
make
but I do.
shit.
Yeah, and we shouldn't have to say that, but I only say that because the Sonic fan base has a tendency to think that Sega is like intentionally trying to make the game
Like
bad.
sabotage it, yeah.
Which is yeah, like which that just doesn't make sense. That's the only reason I bring that up.
It's like
Someone-
Sonic,
I
like the
wanted
old
to tell
conspiracy
that.
theory that Sonic Team is tired of Sonic, so they're trying to tank the brand. No. Sonic is Sega's
Yeah.
#1 IP and has been since the day he was born.
I do agree with the part that they're tired of Sonic, but that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, that's a little different. Cool. I like that the lasers make a punching sound when you hit them.
Come more conveyor belts
I know.
with lasers.
I
That's
know,
really
Did
quality
they bring
sound
the
design.
bill for this one?
Why can't any Sonic game have reasonable sound design? What is so hard about this?
This poor Bill's overworked.
Oh, God, Bill. Got a feel for Bill. And he works for Sonic Team. He didn't even work for Big Red Button. What's the excuse? Unless he just has to work on every Sonic game, no matter what the studio is.
Maybe he and Richard Schock have a deal.
Maybe. I'd believe it. Oh, what a day we're having here, folks. What a day we're having.
Oh man. And the other thing, back on the design, why are his hands painted white? instead of having, like he can have shoes. Like that's not like Nike. Okay, like we got the Nike shoes. Can we get some glove brand of sponsors?
I think there would be actual riots in the streets if he had like people saw his feet.
Yeah, but I don't understand the point in making his hands white. Just make his feet red, like, you know, like why keep the whole white thing? But he can't have gloves. He has to have white fur on his hands. Like, it's stuff like this whole thing just seems like, okay, you worked really hard to make something, but for what reason?
Off the controller.
It almost feels like we had to make it look different, but not different, just so it could be different.
Oh yeah.
Right. Still off the controller here, folks. How long's it been since we touched the controller? We're just gonna.
Almost there. Great job.
Game's
Are you
playing
supposed to be
itself.
at that angle?
Game's playing itself, John. The game's playing itself, John. The game's playing itself, John. All right. I love that. I love that JonTron. It's an old one. He's playing one of the Final Fantasies, and they're making fun of it. And he's just like, "The game's playing itself, John. The game's just playing itself, John. The game's just playing itself, John."
Ooh, Yuji Naka reacted?
Oh, did he? Is
What
this
did
a
he say?
Sonic movie? Question mark. Ooh. No one likes this. No one wants this. Well, that's not true. I'm sure someone out there is very excited.
I think this is... Is
that the big red button?
Look,
Look, guys, I found it. I found the big red button. We can go home now.
Did he say it?
Ooh! No, I picked one up. And I used it.
Yep, there's the big red button.
He might have said it, but I'm talking over the game, so I don't know.
Oh gosh. That big red button sure blew up. That's foreshadowing.
Yeah, roll credits. We did it, everybody.
Too soon.
We found Halo 2. Let's go home.
I think that might be a translation of Yuji Naka just being asking, is this?
Is this like he's not even sure. Is this it?
Yeah, like I don't know how good his English is. I think he's saying, is this the actual design?
Yeah, he's like, this is whoa.
What do you think of the inner beam? Hot takes on the inner beam, go.
I don't mind it. It's a fine idea. Again, I think just kind of because of this game, it kind of gets a bad rap. But like in Sonic Dash 2, that's based on this game, you can use the enter beam for accelerometer segments where you tilt your device left and right to move around the enter beam, and it's pretty cool. You know, it's not a terrible idea. I just don't know that it's used super well here.
All right, sides back up, everyone. But my post isn't because I've been talking.
Yeah.
Activating gratitude.
Activating gratitude. There are a couple of good lines in the game. Like, it's not all bad.
Save ours. Get us to that map room.
I do love this environment, though, for some reason, too. It's just this really shiny, sterile
How will we know when she's ready?
research facility, weapons lab. I don't know where I am.
She's ready.
Well, he might be ready, and I might be ready, and they might be ready, but I think we're ready to take a quick break after this cutscene. And I encourage you to stick around after the break, because we're going to be talking more about the movie, we're going to be talking more about all this stuff, but right at the other side of the break, we're going to reveal the winner of Trivia Time, and this is an important stream, and I'm glad we have a big audience for this, because if you get the Trivia Time question correct, you'll be entered to win a $10 gift card for the online console store of your choice, Xbox One, PS4, or Switch. You get to pick, and we'll also be revealing some of our plans for the week of South by Southwest on TSSZ Plus, which is going to be incredibly exciting. So do not go anywhere. Trivia Time's up next. You're watching TSSZ Plus, and this is TSSZ Plays Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. Stay right there. No, you cheaters. See, now this doesn't count, because I left the answer on the screen. The Trivia Time question was, which Rise of Lyric developer previously worked on a canceled Sonic title in the 1990s? And the answer was Chris Sen, but I'm an idiot and left it on the screen. So no Trivia Time for you! I gotta come up with an alternate question, so that's gonna be fun. Yeah, that's... I had a lot to do today, okay? Didn't come together the way I wanted to. We're gonna come up with an alternate question here. In the meantime, I'm going to let you guys look at the teaser a little more while I write the alternate question and leave it up on the screen, so stay right there.
Press F to pay respects, everyone.
Quick reminder here, everybody, the new Trivia Time question is on screen right now. Approximately how many copies of Rise of Lyric and Shattered Crystal were sold by early 2015? That is all copies of both games together. Get within, I'm going to say, 25,000 units to be correct. This is for all of our viewers everywhere around the world. You don't have to just be in the US and Canada. If you're watching right now, you can guess and put yourself in the running for the grand prize. Again, a $10 gift card to whichever of the online stores of our current generation of consoles you prefer, Switch, Xbox One, or PS4. We're back in just a couple of minutes. Alright everybody, welcome back. You are watching TSSZ Plus, and this is TSSZ Plays Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. The trivia time question this time around... Oh, Drakescope, that is just scary. Check the chat for that picture, folks. The trivia time question this time around, approximately how many copies of Rise of Lyric and Shattered Crystal were sold by early 2015? These numbers are taken from Sega's earnings report that was released around February 12th of 2015. So this is early 2015, and the answer is 490,000 units of both Rise of Lyric and Shattered Crystal sold across all platforms. That is super unfortunate. At the time, It was the worst-selling Sonic game in the entire franchise. It may still hold that title today. I'm not sure. Now it's time to give away the prize here. Randomly selecting from the number of people who got it right, there were 3. We generally take the first number that you give us. And the winner, which I did not put up on screen here that I just rolled, is Nintendo. Nintendo is the winner of the $10 gift card for the gaming platform of your choice. Xbox One, PS4, or the Nintendo Switch. Congratulations to you. You have 24 hours to DM us on Twitter with the email address associated with your account on whichever platform you tell us. So if you're on PS4, tell us you're on PS4. Give us the email address associated with your PlayStation Network ID, and we will get that gift card over to you. Again, Nintendo, you are the winner of our $10 gift card. Hit us up on Twitter, and we will get you the goodies.
Cool. Is Nintendo the first timer?
Yes, I don't recognize the name, and I'm not sure that they definitely haven't won before. So congratulations. That is pretty cool.
Nice.
On to some fun stuff. We have some exciting announcements to make for South by Southwest next week. As you know, the panel is coming up on Saturday afternoon. We have wall-to-wall coverage planned here on TSSZ Plus on Saturday. That is March, what is that, the 15th? The 16th. But before that, we have a ton of interesting stuff to go through. And it is coming to TSSZ Plus in the form of not the teasers for the movie, but instead the road to South by Southwest here on TSSZ Plus. We're able to announce all this content here for you right now. We have 3 streams planned the week of South by Southwest. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, spaced out all night. You can see on the screen here. We're going to continue playing Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric next Monday at the same time. 7:30 p.m. Eastern on Monday, March 11th. 2 days later, Wednesday, March 13th at 7:30 p.m. is the premiere of our brand new radio show here on TSSZ Plus. It's called Wavelength. We're going to air that for approximately 3 hours on Wednesday night, and we're going to be playing some chill jams for you to study or relax or decompress to in the middle of the week. And Friday, March 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern, it is the return of everybody's favorite Lou Gets Drunk and Mad at a Game series, TSSZ Plays Bluesphere. Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It returns, and everyone should be very, very, very excited. I certainly am. So again, right here in front of your very eyes, the TSSZ Plus Road to South by Southwest. Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric on Monday, next Monday. TSSZ presents Wavelength, our brand new radio show, on Wednesday, and the triumphant return of TSSZ Plays Bluesphere Friday night at 8 p.m. Central. Sorry, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. Check your local listings if you don't live in those time zones. Again, content and air times are subject to change. We'll have some fun stuff for you next week. In the meantime, let's get back to our old buddy Rise of Lyric here. In the weapon facility we go. With more to do, more to talk about, back into the game. Find the map. I guess that's what we're doing here.
You okay?
Surprisingly, yes.
I can't move, so I don't know if...
Holding up pretty well. You?
There we go. I can switch characters, but I can't move. That's, you can see this, we're doing this and nothing's happening. Maybe that's intentional, maybe it's not.
No way.
This is just
Wouldn't make it.
talking on an elevator. It's fun.
Planning was an attack.
Don't you know the dialogue is so engaging? Why would you want to move?
That's what I'm saying. Oh, this is good. This is quality.
Look a little thinner to you.
What is going on? And Tails is over here now.
Think so?
And now we can move. Okay, but we're locked in 2D.
Workout.
Okay, wow, that was really bad. That was all intentional. All right.
Stress.
Rise of Lyric, everybody.
Time to rev the engine.
Oh my God! Can anyone? They can't shut up for like a second, can they?
You know what really makes me salty is Stephen Frost, around the game's producer, don't know, no longer with Sega,
Time to split up.
around the time when they had the E3 demo and everyone that played it was going, oh my gosh, why won't the character shut up? He said, we have to understand, because the show floor is loud, we figured, you know, people wouldn't be able to hear, so we set it to where dialogue clips would play as fast, play repeatedly and often as possible to make up for the loud noise of the show floor. That's all BS, dude.
Yeah, that
Good
is.
job. real game.
Not true. So there you go. You were bamboozled. How about that?
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure, like the guys didn't even have time to make like an actual build of the final game. I doubt they made a separate build for it.
Honest to God.
Fighting his robots?
That's crazy. And then we get such amazing dialogue as, did Eggman look thinner? So.
Tails, it's an elevator. Nothing will go wrong with it.
He did.
Yeah, I couldn't
from the
move.
bottom.
That's the definition of something going wrong with the elevator.
You were saying?
We kick the stairs
Oh,
from
boy.
now on.
Careful not to clip out of the 2D plane in this part.
I
You
can
see
do
people
that?
do that?
Nice.
Yeah, I don't remember how you do it, but if you like, I don't remember if you stomp enough or what, but you can actually regain 3D control and just like run off the edge of the cliff.
That's fun.
It's not even that hard to do.
I believe you. I just don't want to do it.
Keep going up.
Yeah,
There's so
I
much.
don't blame you.
There's so much. Like, we already had some fun with the infinite jump glitch last episode because I was very careful to knock my Wii U off the internet before we started. So the game never updated. This is the original version that shipped on disc, and it is super
Lou,
broken.
I have to commend you for that. That's awesome.
I thought ahead. I thought ahead on this one.
What's happening?
And
That's awesome.
it is unique. Next time we get a Knuckles segment, I will show you guys that. If you missed last episode, because it is true.
I
This
also
is
love-
what?
I also love that you clearly haven't played it since the update.
Yeah, basically.
That's what that implies.
Ooh. See, some of the animation and the camera work is pretty reasonably good. Like, it's not a total wash here. Again, if they had another year to polish this up, it would have been great. Certainly, there's some cinematic pedigree in all this. Ooh.
Yeah, lots of storyboarding, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. So I mean, it gets that over 06 any day, really. 06 looks like every piece of it was cobbled together with a gun to someone's head.
Yeah, what's like the one where he's just like moving his arms a lot in 06? I can't remember.
There's like everyone's eyes stay directly in front of them, and nobody blinks, and the mouths never move. And they move they talk with their hands. It looks like the princess was moved to another location. Let's head back to the city. Like,
Yeah, it's like they're doing theater.
it's all so bad. That's one we haven't played on stream, and I don't know that we ever will, because I don't know that I can put myself through it. I'm surprised we got to this one, honestly.
This hub world is straight up Rainbow. Someone get that.
Is what?
Dr. Eggman.
Rainbow Cliffs. Chat, please somebody in the has to get that reference. I'll reveal it
Even more powerful
in
than I already.
a couple minutes if somebody
You know
doesn't get
what?
it.
You just called me boss.
You could give Mike Pollock like the script from Justin to Kelly, and I'm pretty sure he'd be able to make it entertaining and engaging. He is
The guy-
Did I
a
say
top tier voice
The guy's
actor. He does
very
not get the credit he deserves.
And something, guys, if you've never
Okay,
like
60-40.
heard Mike do Eggman in person, it is very loud.
Silence.
That's the
Oh
thing,
yeah,
like,
he screams.
That hedgehog.
you can hear him from a mile away when he's doing, like if he's doing autographs and somebody films him and wants him to say something, the whole room can hear it. He's so loud as fuck.
And now I suspect
He was there last year when you went to the panel, right?
you can get it back for me.
Or one of the
year
panels 2 years ago.
We have ourselves
Before
a deal.
second year. Yeah, last year was
Yeah, on second thought, your word is good.
man, I'm getting this all mixed up. First year was Yuji Naka. Second year was
It was the year we had to punt and provide the live stream because the
Paul.
official one bailed.
And then the third year was what was coming out?
Like last year.
Mania. It was Tyson.
Yeah.
Here's a bounce pad.
Tyson and
Hey, over here.
Jasmine, maybe?
Right, for like Sonic Mania Adventures or whatever. So what? Activate the crystal lock to the pit. Okay, where's that?
Can you help me?
Okay, nobody gets the reference. Rainbow Cliffs is the hub world from Ty the Tasmanian Tiger.
Aw.
Can't cook without
And which I actually really love that game. Somebody just Google Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, find a picture of Rainbow Cliffs, and tell me it doesn't look like this hub
So
world.
head down to the food supply area and destroy
Use
all
the
robots.
flexels to reach for the new stage.
Chef who can't cook.
Yeah, I did.
Yep,
Oh.
can't cook. Isn't that called a waiter?
Aren't you big
Rude.
Red lobster.
And also not true at all. Knuckles, that was terrible.
Food to cook, not that I cannot cook.
Pwn.
Get me, I'm explaining myself to these creatures that probably live off chili dogs.
They were trying to resist the urge to say a big red and said lobster instead.
Who burned
Yeah.
this toast?
Ooh.
Good one.
Her mouth is still moving. Big red lobster. Alright. We promised you this, so let's see if I can still do it. There you go, folks. Up, up, and away. Oh, it's a beautiful thing.
Instead of patching out the glitch, they should have put in.
They should have put in exclusive
where we
areas you can
activate
only
it.
get to with the glitch.
They should have put an exclusive Knuckles theme that plays. Like every time you start doing the glitch.
Alright. There, we even did some of the Flex Knuckles move. We called it Avoid the Void, I think, in the first episode, which is weird because you can only do the move properly when you go into the void. We are getting so many followers tonight. Thank you all so much. See, this is what happens when news breaks on the same night as a stream. We're popular all of a sudden.
This is what happened when somebody with
Oh.
millions of dollars drops the ball.
What did that guy just do? Did you tell me you saw that? He just kind of like went up in the air and exploded. That was great.
I hate when that happens.
Don't you hate it? Avoid the void, Noid. I will.
Noid. Oof.
Yeah, right? Really reaching there. I have too much on my screen. What is happening? I need to turn this down a little bit because I can't hear anything.
Rainbow Cliffs,
There
mate.
we go. Where was I? Here was I. So it wanted us on this thing? I guess not. Where do we go for this pit thing?
Look, it's the cast of Billy Hatcher.
Where's the Sonic Boomerang
wait.
Week in SRB2? That's a good question. Oh, we got more dudes to fight.
These muscles?
I do. Look at all of these followers. What are we gonna do? You're tuning in at a great time ahead of our fantastic road to South by Southwest next week. It's gonna be off the hook.
Definitely an exciting week. Do you think anyone will remake Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric in Unity? They won't. I'll answer that for you.
Absolutely not. Why would
If
anyone
they
do that?
were, well, why do you want to make it 06? Instead of Legend of Solaris, what would it be called? Legend of Bygone Island?
Yeah, really. Legend of Cliff's excavation site.
Yes, Legend of Cliffs.
What? That's it?
Oh, it's even. I just realized that. I said Rainbow Cliffs. It's Cliffs
Cliffs.
Yeah.
Rainbow
that one.
Cliff's excavation site. Yeah. Synergy. Sonic synergy. Yeah.
You can still run away.
The working title for this game if anyone
Was
didn't know.
Sonic synergy. Yeah. That would have been a good trivia time, and now I can't use it because we talked about it on stream.
I love. Somebody said at the time, Sonic Synergy sounds like the name of internal Vega to get the brand on the same page.
Yeah, that's the team offsite that they did to tell everyone how Sonic's supposed to work. They like brought everybody to a Dave and Buster's for 3 hours, and they were like, "Guys, listen up. It's time for some Sonic synergy."
Who's better, Sonic movie design or Blue Genie Wilson?
Can we both agree, or can we agree that they're both terrible?
Wrong. The answer is Bubsy Paws on Fire Extra Goodies Kickstarter.
What did you just say to me? Did you just put a curse on my family? What just happened?
All cooked.
Please tell me that's
I'm
not real.
seriously wondering.
Please tell me
If you
that's
guys
not
don't
real.
know, Bubsy's new game has a Kickstarter right now to put in extra characters.
No.
There are like 2 days left to go on it, and it's like 50% funded. I don't know if it'll meet its goal. I can't decide if like how far the meme will go. Like if it doesn't get funded, I'm like, this is what happens. People were in it for the memes, not for the money, or not for the passion.
Obviously.
You're excavating a Bible.
Let's see what it is. It's Pubsy Python. It's not extra goodies. It's spicy extras. My bad. There are 64 hours to go, one for every bit in the game, and it's 16,000 out of 25,000.
I cannot, in good conscience, chat, encourage you to go help the Bubsy Kickstarter.
Drake's Cove says, "Chat, let's go help Bubsy Kickstarter."
I'm not sure I can sleep at night if I do that.
Yeah. Nintendo is gonna be like, "Can I put my gift card towards the Bubsy
Yeah.
Kickstarter?"
Oh my god, that would be funny. Instead of giving me a gift card, I command you to give money to the Kickstarter, and then I'll be like, you don't command me for anything.
Yeah, I think Nintendo, we would take it back if that's what you said. I'm kidding.
No. You'll get it anyway.
You did it? My food is
How did I save the food by just beating up
I want
on
to give you something
3 rafts of people that came by?
for my cooking. Sadly, it was
Well, to see, we're on the same page here. That's delightful.
actually I found it. Yeah, that doesn't make it
Really
any
though,
less
these characters' designs look like they came from the Tasmanian Tiger.
Yeah. Oh, I
that
got a
beaver?
paraglyph.
He's from there.
Alright, so let's see. Increased damage when rings are low. Well, I've been running out of rings a lot lately, so maybe. Spawns a one-hit shield. Doubles the size of jackpots. Treasure minions drop weapons. Defeating enemies creates additional explosions. Let's go with increased damage. I like that. I do want to equip my paraglyph. Let's give it to Sonic and Tails. Not that these glyphs really seem to do too much, but hey. Alright, where the hell am I going? I've done nothing here. Activate the crystal lock to the pit. I still don't know where to do that. Why is Tails' tail noise going off? Do you hear that? He's not even walking. He's not even walking! Oh. Unless... Oh my god, this is so broken. This is the worst thing in the world. It's not really though. Don't take my word for it. It's truly not. I promise. Okay.
Chat's killing it right now with the cat memes.
No, no.
I'm sorry, I brought a plague upon this house.
Oh, what have you done? And he came to me, guys. He was like, "Oh my god, I gotta get on the stream today. Oh Jesus, look at these redesigns." And I'm like, "What could possibly go wrong?" See, I made it. I made one too. I made a joke.
I've infected you as well.
Yeah.
No, oh god, it's pun night. Isn't every night pun night? Let's be real. I found it, guys. I think I did it. Let's go to the next area.
That is cool.
My phone is blowing up because the TSSZ Twitter's on my phone, and it is just exploding with notifications.
We got them exclusives, yo. Yeah, if you guys don't know that, forgive me if I already said this, but that second design for the full body one, is the exclusive. We posted it before anyone else.
Wow, we're an exclusive. We are really hot tonight, man.
So guys, chat, back on the movie. What do you think of Sonic's the compromise on the unibrow or the mono eye? I keep saying unibrow.
Yeah, the mono eye.
Make it a unibrow because if you notice, the skin goes up in the middle to make it kind of look like the mono eye from a distance.
Crush14 has cheered some bits, and we thank you kindly for the bits. And Noah, what did you just... I totally zoned out there. What were you asking
You
me?
there. Will you
What do you
the hell
guys
out
think
and
of the
old
movie
Lord
designs?
Sailor?
All right.
Last monologue.
It's fine, I guess. I mean, I don't really have an opinion on it either way, but I'm sure chat does. Small Dream.
'Cause it's
Was there
like-
an actual Today on TSSZ History supposed to go up? This is the Today on TSSZ History. I'll tell you that.
Well, I
Yeah,
have no
like,
position to tell
you-
you what. However,
You remember Tim Miller, I think it was, saying that they had to get rid of the mono eye because it just didn't make
there are a
sense.
lot of spare
Right.
parts around here.
And
You
like,
can help me
what they
collect
came up with is
I'll
like
let you take my boat. Deal?
not like
All right, we
it
have a
doesn't.
deal.
I don't look at it and go, oh yeah, okay, they fixed that problem. Now it makes sense. I actually think Sonic's mono eye is kind of like a unique thing about him.
It is a neat piece of design, for sure.
Who else has a mono eye? Like Mickey doesn't have a mono eye. You know?
Some creepy, maybe.
Felix the cat doesn't have a mono eye, you know. Bugs Bunny doesn't have a mono eye. And it's kind of a thing that's kind of distinctly him that I think, you know, sets him apart, and yet everyone seems to want to get rid of it.
Unique design elements. This is the worst camera angle possible. Why did it have to be that zoomed in? Did you go into today knowing that you weren't going to post a Today in TSSZ History? So I don't do that. I think T puts those up, so that's a great question for him. I absolved myself of responsibility on that one. I also don't know when they go up. Like, it could be at different times of the day, right? It doesn't. I don't know when they usually go up.
Knuckles likes rock candy.
Yeah. Really? I never would have known.
That's what all the stuff that he can climb on to me looks like.
It does look a lot like rock candy. I do like that texture. It's shiny.
Knuckles likes shiny because he's a dumb.
Because he's a dummy. That
But he's-
spring is pointing upward and it shot me off in a totally different direction.
That's all
You know, one thing.
The springs
Yeah,
make
we
no
got-
sense in this movie.
You mean bounce pads?
Right, sorry, bounce pads.
And also, why do the bounce pads when you hit them? It looks like an assault on the character model. Like
It
it's like
really
you
does.
snap into it. It doesn't feel smooth. It feels
They
painful.
just like stretch off to oblivion.
Thick hedgehog thigh. Guys, opinion. I actually liked the fact that Knuckles, I remember Bob Buffet said that we wanted to make Knuckles big because we wanted to make him look like his body look like it actually has the strength to do the things he does, like punching through walls and stuff. To me, that was actually something I liked about Knuckles, is that he was strong without having the
Found the
meathead
first one.
body. It made it seem more like it was his combat skill that made him strong, as opposed to just his girth. Give me your opinions, Jack.
Big ass time.
Again, I don't really have too much to say on that either way, so we have to defer to chat on this one too.
Up we go!
I'm too busy listening to them talk every 10 seconds.
Bounce pad.
Boost pad!
You remember when, that's pretty good, Roger Craig Smith actually made fun of it himself?
I don't remember that.
So he was on stream with Aaron Weber playing Sonic Adventure 2, and on like the Sega stream, and they like hit a spring, and Roger Craig Smith goes, bounce pad! Bounce pad! Bounce. And for like 2 minutes he just repeated it over and over while Aaron laughed.
As long as they know that.
Yeah.
Get over here. What's he doing? Enter beam hooks and enemies in the same place. Like, they're all just hanging there. Beat the dude up. Ugh.
One more to go.
Like, look at this. That's great. That's great in combat, guys. Thank you.
That's the true power of teamwork.
Oh God, we're Sonic heroes.
This real superpower of teamwork.
Aren't we all Sonic heroes in a way? All right, now where do I go?
Time to rev the engine.
Time to rev the engine! We wrote Red Dead Redemption! Ugh. There was some litany of games that someone listed off last episode that these guys, that the writers of this game wrote, and I just got really depressed. It was like really high quality game stories too. It was like Red Dead Redemption and oh god, I can't remember.
Again, it's amazing what can happen when time constraints take place.
It's true. He'll rev the engine in TSR. He better. Not much longer to that game, by the way. I think the middle of May it comes out.
I really hope. Here's what my dream for South by Southwest. They show nothing but Team Sonic Racing, and all they do is double down on why the team mechanic is cool and important and different from your average racing game.
Well, I'm sure we're
That
gonna
has not been made.
I'm sure we're gonna get some cool reveals that are gonna make the game more appealing.
Right. But I want, why is this game different from first one to the finish wins? That's what hasn't been made clear yet to me.
Okay.
Because the team, the strategic, like you can complete the track first and still not get first place.
It's kind of like
They need to.
Trailblazers did something like that, where that was basically Splatoon meets standard racing game. You had to paint the track and you could come in first and still lose.
Yeah, basically the idea is anyone picks up a controller says this is a racing game, we all instinctively say, all right, get first to win. That is a concept even children understand. You have to, I think, make it painfully clear why that is not the case in Team Sonic Racing and why it is fun because of it. Oh, I forgot about this thing. There's literally a thing inside the Tasmanian Tiger that also does that, a scanner that makes the screen blue. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking for anything that I missed, because there's supposedly one more piece I gotta get, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Shocker.
Right, so somebody mentions Team Crash Team Racing coming out at the same time.
Yeah.
Like I feel like a lot of people are gonna get on that. So instead of trying to compete with that, show me why this team mechanic is unique and different and cool and not an experience I will get anywhere, or is an experience I will not get anywhere else.
I wish I moved just a little bit faster.
Jeez, that's something you shouldn't say in a Sonic game.
I believe we had an accord. You were to present me the parts to fix
Look at
me
those.
up.
Oh, those are the ugliest
Let me
fish
weary-eyed
textures I've
build,
ever
and I do
seen.
not
That is
see the
disgusting.
parts. Come back when you have them.
Oh god.
You don't have the parts, do you?
I can't find
I
the
think
parts.
You have more work to do. I'll see you when you get back. Har,
Jeez.
har, har.
That was really aggressive. I know how we can get up there. Hold the phone here, folks. Yeah. Oh, there's an invisible wall. That's actually not where you're supposed to be. It'd be funny if they blocked off certain pieces of the game because they knew that that jump glitch was a problem, and they were like, shit, they can't get up there.
Oh, they had no idea.
I like bounce pads.
So what's this rock stuff on the ground? Is that like Knuckles Smash? Yes, okay. So is that something I should be doing? Ooh. Oh, look at that. I learned! When did the game ever tell me I could do that? It didn't. I discovered it organically.
Alright.
How about that?
Looks like you got lucky, Knuckles.
Yeah. Rather be lucky than good. How many notifications? I'm up to... Oh, that's a different number. Twitter's still blowing up, though. We've had hundreds coming through. It's been a crazy, crazy day.
Whoops. Missed
What's
again.
Nintendo talking about? Tag team mode revealed for CTR Nitro Fuel. Nintendo drops Double Dash DLC for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That's not true, is it? That's not real. I have to look now, because if that is true, and something happened about Mario Kart 8 that I'm not aware of, that's going to be a problem. Hold on. If you just lied to me here, and I'm sending you a gift card, oh, we're going to have a problem. Is this real? I can't tell. I need to find out. I need to find out. It ain't true. You suck! You know what? I got bamboozled. I see, that's how much I love Mario Kart. I fell for it, too. Oh, man. Did I get the final thing? Can I go back to this guy?
The boat be fixed. She be
seaworthy.
Easy on her. Journey safe.
Alright. Take the Riptide to the pit. Please tell me I get to drive the boat.
Yo, you realize Tristan literally said, or the TSSZ Twitter has posted, won't be doing a day in TSSZ history because we're pretty sure it's today. Basically, what you said.
Okay,
or did you
so
post that?
that answers. That's not me. So that answers your question. And
A little water.
This is amazing.
there you go.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
All right, we're gonna find a
gotta go.
good place to stop for the night in the next couple of minutes here. So let's drive this thing. Oh, this is ugh. What am I doing? Do I just use?
I can get used
I
to
shoot
both
with the
boats.
right. Oh god, the right stick shoots. This is interesting.
What is that thing over there?
Okay, we got another tweet from Yuji Naka that Google Translate is confusing me.
More?
He says, I feel that it is important to look at the whole body visual of Sonic, head, body, and stomach.
I can shoot these guys down.
Did you not get a little more balance?
Water cannon, nice.
If Daddy of Sonic is coming down on you like that, you done goofed.
I think that's his way of saying, yo, that head's too big for that little boy's body.
Yeah, it's like, please think this through.
I'm trying. And this isn't easy.
If you take too many hits, you'll sink. Oh, good. That's what I'm looking at. Why does it slow down for this part? At least it lets me do it. Blow everything up, folks. It's like the #1 rule. Everything must
Freeze
explode.
gun. I like it. Who's next?
No. Rings, please? There's no indication that it's gonna blow me up if I take too many hits, so I hope that's wrong. That went well.
Knuckles, fly straight or get some glasses.
You try shooting things, lady. Carl asking for your opinion.
All right.
So I like that it goes into the little take control away from your cutscene too. All right, so we'll probably call it a night after this
Incoming.
segment. That's
You
my
see
guess.
that?
Oh god,
I shot a tree.
you're the worst. Wow.
Eggman is shooting. Watch out!
Knuckles, are you even steering?
Shut up. Oh, now the frame rate's tanking. This is not good, folks. This is like
This
Geometry
doesn't get
Wars
wrong.
right now. This is honestly Geometry Wars.
Second, way overstays the stage as well.
The what?
Stand still. I
This whole section lasts way too long.
Oh, good. Oof.
Did you beat this game at the time?
Did I beat the game in half
Stop
the time?
shooting at us. You
At the
always
time it
miss.
came out.
I had never owned it before last week, so
I
no.
need to invent autopilot.
Oh, really? Is this your first time playing it?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
I'm a bad fan. There's a lot of Sonic games that I missed.
No, you're a good fan.
I'm a smart fan. I appreciate where my money goes.
Yeah. I pre-ordered it on Amazon, so thank you for not playing it until just now.
You're welcome, I guess.
I got some, I think, Drake's Cove, or Chris Working was talking about it earlier, about the cyber skin you get for
Nice streamer got
pre-order.
some glasses.
Yeah. Well, I haven't exploded yet, so
Hit you!
that's good, I guess. All right.
Right! Surprise!
So far, so good. There's a lot of this section, though.
I think I need to invent autopilot.
I'm out of here!
Game is not prepared to handle this much on screen at once. It's not happy about it. Oh, I don't know if you can tell, but
This isn't easy!
I love how Knuckles just kind of sounds like he's anticipating the insults and just kind of cuts them off. It's kind of fun.
I have you now. Dodge this!
I will just hit them because there doesn't seem to be much consequence.
Take that!
Now I'm just gonna outrun you.
No!
I literally just outran you before you said you can't outrun me, and then you screamed.
No, 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 no!
Oh boy.
We don't disturb this game.
Over the waterfall. Oh boy. This is.
Excuse me.
Oh, and we're over here now.
I've got good news.
Nothing says
and bad
yay.
news.
You don't seem to be holding
This,
on.
yeah.
Remember,
And now that we've got the bad news,
you got a Rise Alert keychain for ordering
I
things
killed
stuff. I
all
I hope
That's
so.
nuts.
and his stupid friends.
I expected you to fail. Doesn't matter.
Thoughts on Lyric?
My driller worms are hard
Thought-
at work.
my
searching
thoughts
for
on Lyric?
crystals.
Yeah.
We'll have the first one soon.
Unmemorable and generic. How about that?
Ouch. He's alright.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever.
I like his name because, and I don't know why.
It is a different kind of name, man. We're back to the main theme, which means it's,
Awesome.
Ah,
don't actually have to play the game time.
roads are usually safe.
Looks like the road
We're
has
gonna do it again, folks. We're just gonna hands off. See how far we can get until it stops us. Alright, fine. It's been a problem in these sections where I can just play without consequence.
Hey, we
Oh, the
survived
frame
that?
rate in these sections
Nice.
is awful.
Whoa!
This is the bit from the
Last
Comic
one
Con
to the
demo
bottom
that
is
I
a
played.
rotten
Now I remember.
Cowabunga!
Oh my god. Oh my god, this is
I don't like
worse.
getting wet.
This might be the worst one. Oh my. Oh Jesus.
Faster, Knuckles, faster!
Oh, this is bad. This is real gross, folks. Oh jeez. What is going on?
Yeah, this seems so sloppy. Like if you
These
took-
sections in
like,
particular
watch-
are really gross.
Doing great! Keep going!
Like if you watch it frame by frame, I feel like every time they hit a surface, like their body twists around in all directions as they land.
Yeah. It kind of
Oh,
does.
yeah.
Like there's too much springiness to
Like
them
these
almost.
tracks were built for me.
Just because you draw attention to it doesn't make it okay.
Yeah!
Oh, I'm supposed to control this too. Oh god.
I love these boost rings.
Love that they have to comment on the stuff around them. I love these boost rings! Bounce pad!
Can't slow Sonic down.
And then they all did a pose, and that's that. Tell me this is a good place to stop. I think we've had our fill of lyric for the day. Whew. Oh man.
Everywhere.
It's only 9 o'clock. Your boy's tired today. Alright. What do we got? Is that going to be it for us today? Can we call it quits? Oh, that was a nice audio glitch.
That was incredible. Did you see us in action?
No, because it was like 8 frames per
We're a
second.
great supporting cast. Thanks.
What?
Ooh.
I think we all contributed.
Oh, sure. I'm just saying I probably contributed a bit more.
Unbelievable.
Yes, I was. Thank you.
Oof. All right, well, I think that's going to be a solid place for us to stop here, ladies and gentlemen. Before we take off, just another quick programming note. In case you missed it at halftime, we have a lot of fun stuff coming up for you next week because that is... next Saturday is the big South by Southwest panel for Sonic, where we're going to get more information about Team Sonic Racing and more. So in case you missed it, this is the schedule for the road to South by Southwest, a full week of streams leading up to the big kahuna on Saturday, March 16th. 1 week from today at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, we're going to continue with TSSZ Plays Sonic Boom Rise of a Lyric. 2 days later, Wednesday, March 13th at 7:30, the premiere of our brand new show, Wavelength, the radio show coming to TSSZ Plus. And on Friday, March 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern, the return of everyone's favorite Lou Gets Drunk and Rages About Stuff stream, TSSZ Plays Blue Sphere. Huge week of streams coming at you next week, and that's going to do it for us here this week on TSSZ Plus. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Lou. Noah's been here, and that's going to do it for us. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you back here real soon. All right.
Pray for more leaks.